Now I'm going to create the query starting with the movie list query. To create a query, you go to the Create ribbon, and then I'm going to use the Query Design view to create my query, so I'm going to click that icon. And the first step in creating a query is to add the tables that will be part of the query. In this case, I know that I need the stars table because I need the last name of the star, so I'm going to add that table to the query. I also know that I need the movies table because I need things like the title of the movie and the year released, so I'll add that. And I know that I need the studios table because I am going to have the studio name in the query results, so I'll add that. And now we have the three tables that we're going to actually pull data from. But you notice that we don't have any connection between stars and movies. Remember, if you don't have a connection between some tables in your database, then you need to think about what's missing. In this case, we need to see how we can get from the stars table to the movies table, or from the movies table to the stars table. And remember, that is the purpose of the movie star table. So I'm going to add that. And now I've got lines going everywhere. If I rearrange things a little bit, after I close my Show Table dialog, I can see that that table that I just added actually provides some connection. And I'm going to move some of these tables around so that things are a little bit more clearly displayed. Even though it's not absolutely necessary, I just like to keep things nice and organized. So now I see that all of my tables are connected together, so I can easily get from the stars table to the studios table. At this point, it's a very simple matter of just adding the fields to the grid down below. So I'll double-click last name, put that into the grid. Then I will, in the movies table, double-click the title, the year released, and the description, which I believe are the fields that I need. I'll very quickly verify that, yes. And then finally, I will put the studio name in the grid by double-clicking it. Of course, I could drag and drop if I wanted to. So now I have my fields in the grid. I can run the query and see what happens. And I end up with 8 records in my results showing the last name of the star, the movie, year released, and so on. So now I can save this query since it looks correct. So I'll click the Save button and give this query a name, qryMovieList, and click OK. And I'll close the query. Now, if I needed to edit the query, I could always go back and select the query, right-click, and then go back into Design View and make changes to the query. But in this case, it looks like it's running okay. Now, I can very quickly verify that things are correct by running the query and then opening up the movie star table, which I need to locate right here, and see how many records are in there. There are 8 records in there, which means there are 8 links between stars and movies. There are 8 records in my query results, so that gives me a good indication that my query is correct. So I'll close everything up. That's how you create the movie list query.